Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we get started, I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rikakadash, and double honor to those great mills, so I love to truth. And also to the whole elect that's scattered abroad. I'd like to say shalom and come back here today with another great and powerful lesson through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So the title of today's lesson is They Imagine a Mischievous Device. So I'd like to say shalom to all our listen and learn. Hope this will help you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So that everybody here getting ready to try to perform. And that about one prophecy that we're waiting on is the MOT, the RFD microchip. And that everybody that, they're getting ready to try to implement it, getting ready to try to bring it to pass. And that about the devil knowing that he has just a short time. And that about we constantly warn the hour of temptation right upon. And also Jacob trouble. All hell is getting ready to break loose right upon World War III, the sovereignty of America. A lot of things are happening. You know what I'm saying? There's digital society, one world government, one world currency. All these things are coming into play. And that about talking about nuclear, everything is getting ready to go to nuclear. Bible prophecy is constantly jumping off the pages left and right. It's time to seek the Lord. It's time to come under total subjection. And that about it, wake up. And that about a lot of people still have a strong delusion. And that about the end is being manifested left and right. It's right before our eyes. And that about is that, we're telling you this because that about we are living it right now. And that about we're living in the end time. That time of trouble is right upon us. And that about it that, we don't have much more time. The Lord is getting ready to return and set things back in order. So the title of today's lesson, once again, is They Imagine a Mischievous Device. So I get started with a little quick video clip. Then after the video clip, we'll start the lesson. Hope that you get edified. A lot of things I'm gonna let the video run, and then certain things I won't be able to say, but you'll know exactly what I'm saying. So we get started with the quick video. Just a very quick lesson through the spirit, and we can start in one moment. We get started one moment. One moment. One moment.
Can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants, and we measure your brain waves, and I can immediately tell you how the people react, or I can feel how the people react to your answers. Is it imaginable?
I think that is imaginable. I think I think you can imagine that.
Now you see in that video, they imagine a mischievous device, and that about evil scheme or evil plan. You know what I'm saying? Total lockdown, total control, totalitarian law, dictatorship. A lot of these things are getting ready to come into play. So we'll go to Revelation chapter 13, and we'll start at verse 15. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15. And it reads, And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and call that one moment, as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So that everybody's there, you know what I'm saying? We're right here. It is speaking loud and clear. That beast system is coming to pass. Now about the sovereignty of America, May the 22nd to the 28th, is getting ready to come into play. So a lot of things are getting ready to happen. The WHO and also the MOTB. It is here, so the idea about it is that, it's time to seek the Lord. It's time to pray, watch, and be sober, because the idea about we're living in these times of real time. If you don't have that mindset, you will be totally destroyed. And that about this is not a game. It is about to get real. And that about a lot of people still are playing games, but we're here. It is at the door. So once that happens, they implement or this, and that about they want to put it in your, you understand what I'm saying? And that about it, we're very close. So now we'll start back up. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And it reads, He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their forehead. Like I said once before, in their, and also in their, you talked about they're imagining a mischievous device. And that about we're not ignorant of Satan's device. And that about it that, we are here. Once they implement that, and that about it that all hell is getting ready to break loose and the Lord is getting ready to return. So now we start back up. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 17. And it reads that, and and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So that everybody want to try to tag everyone on the plan. And everybody, if you do not have that, you know what, or that in that, you know what I'm saying, you will not be able to buy or sell. And everybody, the WHO also dealing with your health. You know, they feel that you are a health risk, or they feel like that, you know, you something, you might have that C-19, and everybody, they can take you to an internment camp, and also, you know what I'm saying, or cause you to take that, you know what, you know, and add about it that we constantly warn you left and right. We are here. The games are over, and everybody, it is about to get real, and the devil is getting ready to lose his mind. We keep warning you left and right, and everybody, a lot of people is going to be bugged out of their mind, and everybody, if the Lord is not dealing with you, man, you finna catch all type of hell, and everybody, you know, we constantly warn. We having our hands stretched out all day. They say they shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. And everybody, now it's time to, we are sounding alarm left and right. We're warning you left and right, over and over. We're being repetitive. And everybody, even though we're sounding like a broken record, but that everybody, we're going to constantly do the will of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, the King of the universe. He's getting ready to return. And everybody, we keep telling you over and over that they are imagining a mischievous device in your forehead or in your right hand. And everybody, you understand what I'm saying? Would not be able to buy or sell. You know what I'm saying? Would not be able to go into this city or this state. And everybody, you would not pretty much not be able to do anything. They want to control everything. Your medical records, you know what I'm saying? They want to control your habits, you know, what you eat, you know, when you have sex, all sorts of things, when you buy and sell. So it is here. It is at the door. The new world order is coming into play. The MOTB, it is here. And also, Jacob's trouble is getting ready to kick off. And the body count is getting ready to be great. So now, let's go to one moment. Let's go to Revelation chapter 3, one moment. Revelation chapter 3, just a quick lesson through the Spirit. Something, you know, I just want to bring out and, you know, hope that you get edified by the lesson today. You know, constantly warning the sheep the best of my ability through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So, Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10, and it reads, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So that everybody, you know, that time is coming right upon us. And that everybody, that we constantly want, and we constantly approaching that time. The evil times are constantly growing. And everybody, you know, it's time to get your mind right. It's time to let go of the mortal thought. And, you know, it's time to seek the Lord right now. And everybody, we are running out of time. It's time to wake up. A lot of our people still have a strong delusion, still trust in the strength of evil. A lot of them are going to line up like clockwork. You know what I'm saying? Food shortage. We constantly warning you left and right. You know what I'm saying? The blackouts. You know what I'm saying? Had a rumor in Texas that, you know, that there electricity, you know, there's going to be a lot of outages. And everybody, you know, they already talking about, you know, about these electric shortage already. So they keep trying to imagine those mischievous devices. They're coming into play. And everybody, you know, we constantly warn you left and right. It is here. It is at the door. If you cannot see, then everybody, then you are wicked. You will be destroyed on this side. We constantly warn you left and right. These devices, these evil schemes that they're coming up with, you know, and everybody, they're constantly plotting. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, we constantly warning you left and right. And everybody that, hey, we are here. It is at the door. And everybody, we can't make it no more plainer than this. And everybody, the Lord said he would keep thee from that hour of temptation because you kept the patience and what? You kept the gospel, kept this understanding. And everybody, you know what I'm saying? We trust and believe in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And everybody, the Lord said he will help us. He will protect us. And he's getting ready to deliver us. And everybody, we cannot wait. So rejoice ye heaven. So now, let's go to our last and final script. Let's go to Psalm chapter 21. Just a quick lesson through the Spirit. One moment. Psalm chapter 21. One moment. Psalm chapter 21. One moment. One moment. Psalm chapter 21. And we'll start up at verse 8. Psalm chapter 21 and verse 8. And it reads, thy hand shall find out all thy enemies. Thy right hand shall find out those that hate thee. And everybody, the Lord is constantly exposing, constantly uncovering things. He's shedding light on all the ones that hate us, the one that's constantly mischievous device, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. And that about it, he exposes him on all levels. And that about it, the Lord said, he showed his secrets to his prophets. And that about it, we constantly letting the Lord direct our path. And the Lord said, in that time of trouble, we will be moving from place to place like pilgrims among the earth. And that about it, we constantly let the Lord direct us, let the Lord guide us. And then we fear the Lord. And that about it, the Lord will protect us in that time of trouble. That supernatural intervention is getting ready to come into play. So we don't have anything to worry about. Constantly trusting him, constantly do his will, keep the faith, keep building, keep fighting, endure to the end. Same that endure, the same shall be saved. So that is about we knowing who our enemy is, who our enemies is. The Lord said, never trust thy enemy. Because what? They are imagining a mischievous device. And that is about we knowing what the devices are. You know what I'm saying? The sovereignty of America, the MOTB, and also, that JAB. You know what I'm saying? And that's about trying to put it in your head or in your right hand. And that's about you understand what I'm saying. And that's about it. It's getting ready to get bad. And that's about that time of trouble is right upon us. So now let's start back up. Psalm chapter 21 and verse 9. Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thy anger. The Lord shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. And that about it, the Lord is getting ready to return and bring that indignation. And that about that fire is getting ready to devour them. It's an IBCM missile. The Lord in that laser and chariot fire. The Lord is getting ready to cleanse this place. Recompense and judgment is right upon us. So we don't have anything to worry. The Lord is getting ready to set things back into order. So now let's start back up in Psalm chapter 23, and we'll start back up at verse 10. Their fruit shall thou destroy from the earth, and their seed from among the children of men. And that about the Lord is getting ready to cut them off forever. And that about we don't have anything to worry about because the Lord is getting ready to do the thing. And that about the Lord is in perfect control. So now let's start back up at Psalm chapter 23 and verse 11. For they intended evil against thee. They imagined a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. So that about it, they're going to try to feel they better. They're going to try to perform this new world order, this one world government, this one world currency, and that about try to make everyone a petrol slave, and that about it will not work. They pseudoscience will not save them. They pseudo salvation it will not save. This AI, all these lying wonders will not be able to save them. The Lord said they would not be able to perform their enterprise because the Lord is getting ready to cut the time short. He's getting ready to snatch him out of rulership and put the rightful owners back into rulership. And that about it that Esau is the end of this earth age, and Jacob is the beginning of it that far, the kingdom of heaven. And that about we cannot wait because the Lord is getting ready to return. Once again, we cannot wait. I'm excited. And that about you should be excited too because we read at the last end. And that about it that we must push all the way to the finish line. The Lord is getting ready to deliver us. So now, Psalm chapter 21 and verse 12. And it reads, Therefore shalt thou make them turn their back when thou shalt make ready thy arrows upon thy strings against the face of them. And that about it, the Lord is getting ready to destroy them. And that about it, we don't have anything to worry about, even though they imagine a mischievous device. You know what I'm saying? We're not ignorant of Satan's device. And that about it that, he's getting ready to come down with great wrath. But that is about it that we constantly warning you left and right. In that video, he was talking about, can you imagine this? And that about that's what they imagine. Evil schemes, evil thing, wicked thing to try to exterminate the children of Israel. They are your enemy. And that is about it. The Lord hates them. And that is about it. The Lord is getting ready to cut them off forever. And that is about that righteous judgment is getting ready to come. That indignation of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So we don't have anything to worry about, but trust and believe in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. He will see us through it all. And that is about it. That, hey, we're living in some exciting time. So the title of the daily lesson, once again, is They Imagine a Mischievous Device. So I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rikakadash. And I like to say, Shalom.